Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing?
Hello, hello, hello. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was like sitting back here getting ready for the stream, and I realized my coffee cup matches the aesthetic for this Global Hack Week really well.
Oh, I love
So,
it. What is
yeah.
what is the mug?
This is a Rowdy Hacks mug. So,
Oh,
this is
shout out to Rowdy Hacks.
not no paid advertising on stream here.
Yeah,
They're just I'm easy to win
just a
over
big fan.
with a mug. Yeah, I am a fan as well, but also easy to win over with a mug.
Yeah.
I was This was also like comically full a moment ago, and I've got it down into manageable levels before the stream started. You never like fill it too much,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah. It's got that kind of like dome on
yeah.
top. You
I
gotta
don't
be
know that I was quite at the
careful.
dome level, but it was pretty bad. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to drink some of this before the stream
Yeah,
starts. I'm gonna look like an idiot.
yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are. Wow.
Uh,
How is everyone in chat doing? I said hello to some folks before this started. People want to know how to get one of those mugs. I believe you need to attend a Rowdy Hacks, right?
this was from Rowdy Hacks like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they might be out of them at this point, but they normally do some great stickers and swag at that event and at most of our member events. So go to an awesome member event hackathon. We'll talk more about that later in this stream, in fact. So look at the segue there.
Foreshadowing for what we're going to talk about later today.
Oh, so weird. Way asks, what are your go-to snacks? I'm hungry. Mary, I don't know. Do you have any snacks of preference?
I was just having a snack before we started this stream. I was having a really lovely, just a plain cracker. I love like cheese and crackers or like a little like cracker and hummus. Yeah, but
I feel like it's become a little bit of a trend that before the closing ceremonies and opening ceremonies, sure, it's like we're right in your snack period where I feel like I've caught you snacking before this stream multiple times.
I always have a little snack before closing. I think it's because it's just at the time where like I'm feeling a little hungry. I maybe have a little more coffee on Global Hack Week stream days than I do other days. And so I need to like balance that out a little more. Yeah.
I get you.
What's your go-to snack, Ryan?
I mean, honestly, it's cherry tomatoes, which Mary already knows. I don't know if she was queuing that up intentionally, but I just eat cherry tomatoes by like as if they're grapes. I love cherry tomatoes. They're so good. It's like one of my favorites.
It up. I asked as if I didn't know.
Yeah. All right. Shall we introduce ourselves here for the folks who don't know us yet?
I think we should. Ryan, who are you?
I am Ryan, as it turns out. I'm the director of events here at Major League Hacking. You can check me out on Twitter and online, anywhere you like. This is Ryan Swift. And then my little fun fact for the day for closing here, I started a 1,000-piece puzzle over the weekend. And based on my current progress, I'm hoping to finish it up by the time we get to Global Hack Week 1-3, which is our next upcoming event. So looking forward to that. How about you, Mary?
Hey everyone, I'm Mary. I work on first party events here at MLH. My fun facts for today, I'm enjoying a nice little rainy day here in New York, and I'm very, very excited for the next Global Hack Week we launched today. It might be, I don't know if I want to say my favorite theme of the year, but like top 3 favorite themes of the year.
The one we have not yet announced, to make sure I understand.
Well, it's technically announced if folks went on the website, but I'll wait till.
Don't spoil yourselves. So if you're in chat, don't spoil yourselves.
If you know, you know.
We got to get some hype in the audience here.
We do.
For those of you who are just tuning in for closing ceremony, we'll still go through kind of what Major League Hacking is and what Global Hack Week is quickly. But really, our goal here today is to recap everything that happened over the last week, say some thank yous to all the folks who made it possible, and kind of send you all off with some next steps if you're looking for other things to do. I'm going to start off with that. What is Major League Hacking component? For those of you who might not know, though, we run something we call the Global Hacker Community. And it's anyone who attends any of our events. By being at those events, you're part of our mission to empower hackers. And whenever you attend one of our events, you are part of this community, whether it's your first event, your 10th event, anything like that. This number grows each time I see it, and I feel like it gets more impressive each time. But over the last 10 years or so, we've empowered over 600,000 hackers, which is just crazy to me to think about, considering the scale of some of our events and how all of that kind of adds up to this incredibly large community. Ultimately, though, Major League Hacking exists to serve hackers and make sure they have great experiences at events just like this one. Speaking of, you want to talk a little bit about Data Week and what we're here to wrap up?
I would love to. So we spent the last week building hacks all centered around data. So y'all built things from simple data visualizations to learning SQL, to analyzing huge sets of data, to doing machine learning projects on giant sets of data. I was incredibly impressed by how much y'all built over the past week, and we of course, as always, made a little roundup of some of the highlights over the past 7 days. So dialing it back all the way to day one, we got to welcome a bunch of new community members into the Global Hack Week community and into the MLH community this week. So a huge shout out to everyone who was joining for their first Global Hack Week. We're so happy you decided to come and join us this week, and let us know in chat if this is your first GHW.
I was really impressed with the number of people in Twitch chat during our opening ceremony as well, who were like, I feel like we had I don't know, when you get 5 or 6 messages in a row, it's like we certainly had more than that, but the density of that alone was very impressive to me, but very excited about all the new faces as always.
I also this was Way's first Global Hack Data Week.
Clever Way.
Clever.
He's been watching the streams. He knows our jokes.
He knows our
jokes on
too well. Y'all also showed off some of the swag you've been earning throughout the year. This hacker took a picture of all of the stickers and postcards that they've gotten throughout. I think this isn't even the full year. This is the past few months only of Global Hack Week. So super, super impressive by this. Keep sending us in pictures of your swag. And of course, speaking of Way, y'all built your own servers with Way using Google Sheets last week. I can't believe this was already a week ago that we were first talking about this stream.
Wild.
Absolutely wild. Jumping into day 2, though, y'all did a classic MLH mini event, Wikipedia races, over with Isabel. This looked like a ton of fun. I didn't get to join this week during any of the wiki races, but jealous of everyone who went and played these.
I like that little graph, actually. Sorry, I'm jumping backwards here, but I like the little graph showing you how to get there. That's cool. I've not seen that before.
Yeah. I also had not seen this. Isabel used a special Wikipedia races plugin to run it. Yeah.
Fancy, very fancy.
Yeah, very fancy. Y'all also explored a bunch of earthquake data. I know there was a ton of different data that y'all used throughout the week, and I noticed a lot of environmental hacks came out of Data Week, and this one I really, really liked. Y'all, went through some earthquake data and figured out how you use that to predict future earthquakes. So very, very cool stuff and some awesome real world applications. And of course, we continued our machine learning track. What is a Global Hack Week without Will's machine learning track? This has become a staple in the community, and I was really happy to see we got to bring it back for Data Week.
I feel like people would riot if we didn't do the Will. I feel like that and the Will Coffee stream are two icons of Global Hack Week. You have to have one and or both. I don't know. Mm-hmm. You have to have some amount of Will in the Global Hack Week, otherwise the chat gets upset with us.
Yes, absolutely. Rolling on into day 3, can you believe it? We kicked off our Data Science 101 track. So Isabel brought y'all through a bunch of different data science concepts throughout the week. Really, really cool track that she tackled. So shout out to everyone who joined for those. Ooh. And of course, y'all leveled up your Excel skills. I noticed this was a trend throughout the week, doing different things in Sheets and Excel. Ryan, as many of you know, is a super fan, a power user of Google Sheets. So I was happy to see that we had all this content for you.
I feel like it's a shame Jacqueline is not as involved as she once was in Global Hack Weeks, because she would have a field day with this. For those of you who don't know, Jacqueline is one of our MLHers who I think lovingly teases me for my affinity towards using Google Sheets to solve problems. We'll put it like that. How's that? It feels neutral enough.
And now we're teaching the whole Global Hack Week community to do the same thing. Y'all also built your own React apps. You hung out over with David and created your own data visualizations using React. Very, very cool to see this as well. I love seeing so many people learn to build with React. It's one of those things whenever I go to an event, there's always so many people either wanting to learn React or helping other hackers learn it. So happy to see that y'all spent some time with it this week. Rolling right along here, day 4, can you believe it? Y'all battled it out with Steven over at the Tetris tournament. This is also really becoming a trend, Steven hosting Tetris tournaments. He particularly likes this mini event. And so it's fun to pop in and see those going on.
I feel like we need to invite like a Tetris world champion to like come like spoof the tournament and just register and be like, oh, I've never played before. Just see how Steven reacts to it on stream. I feel like it'd be nice. Get some like semi-pro Tetris player. We can swing that. Yeah.
If anyone here has a connection, let us know.
We're searching for connections to Tetris pros. That is the subset of the community we're looking for.
Y'all also spent some time exploring different types of databases. Alberto did a really cool session on different databases that you can set up really quickly. I think this stream in particular is one that is so helpful if you're going to go hack at weekend-long hackathons, because having that skill to really spin one up quickly can help your team out so much. So highly recommend checking this recording out if you did not catch it live. Day 5, y'all built your own APIs. Shout out to API Week. UT taught y'all how to build your own API, and y'all scraped MLH's events data to create an unofficial MLH events API. I think this was a 3-part track over the weekend, so huge shout out to those of y'all who tackled that. I know that is a ton of work to put in, but really, really cool end project that came out of it.
I am seeing somebody calling out GeoGuessr here in the chat as well. I don't know if GeoGuessr made it into our summary here or not, but another iconic MLH mini event there for sure.
Absolutely an icon. I don't know that I put it in either, so apologies to all the GeoGuessr players. But a mini event that I did put in is, of course, Scribble.io, which y'all played a couple times over the weekend. Again, one of my favorite events. This one is always just so much fun to go in and hang out with the team while playing.
This is the start of the, was it Newful who did that last stream? Sorry.
Yes.
This is like the start of the weekend of Newful, right? Yes. I feel like they've got like 3 or 4 streams here in a row, yeah?
Yes, this was the weekend of Newful. Tons of streams that he did over the weekend. So, huge thank you to him. Which, speaking of Newful, y'all did a open source stream with him over the weekend. I feel like I'd be remiss not to shout out that we are doing an open source Global Hack Week later this year in October. So if you went to this stream and enjoyed it, make sure you come back for Global Hack Week open source. I know this is one of the most popular topics in our community right now. So was super hyped to see y'all attending this event over the weekend. And y'all integrated some APIs into your project. So learned how to use some data APIs. Again, bringing in the React hacks. Very, very cool. There were a ton of memes that came out of this stream. I was not on this stream, and so I feel like it was like if you know kind of thing.
There's somebody knows in chat.
Somebody knows. I think this was you had to be there type thing.
That's my favorite type of hack. I love a silly hack. I want to go back and watch this one. I love Mary knows this really well, but I love a dumb quote unquote hack. Like that's my favorite. Just something that's hacky for hack's sake, you know?
Hacky for hack's sake. Absolutely. And then day 7, our final day yesterday. You wrapped up our SQL track. This was a track that Newful did all throughout the week, but was really happy to see this one again. I think it's one of those like very core skills that if you learn this, you can just go and use it in so many different applications. and you finished up all of your projects. We had some really cool DevPost submissions. If you haven't gone to check them out yet, the gallery is open on DevPost. You can go see what everyone else built throughout the week. But yeah, really awesome projects that y'all went and submitted over on DevPost.
You can't even escape the Barbie movie on MLH streams. I
Nope.
was commenting on this earlier. Someone has seen IMDb scraping, it sounds like, or looks like, rather.
Yeah, I knew that someone would. That's like why I wanted to put this screenshot on here, because I knew someone would call it out.
That is like the best marketing campaign. That it is impossible to avoid that movie right now. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It
was a wild week. I feel like we got a lot done.
We did. We had a lot of streams this week, a lot of different topics, a lot of new skills, I think, based on what I was hearing in chat for folks.
I'm seeing somebody asking a question here. We are going to talk about swag in a couple of slides here, so just stay tuned. Give us 1 second.
Yes.
Do we want to talk about what's coming up next?
I feel like we should.
Let's do it. So we already talked about Web3. In September, we're going to be doing a Web3 focused Global Hack Week. Very excited for this one. Hopefully I'll have a completed puzzle to show off as well, which, added bonus there, added excitement for everybody in chat. But on a more serious note, it's going to be a great hackathon. I'm already excited about some of the, partners and streams and challenges and things like that we've got lined up for this one. I know Web3 is like, I feel like it's had a very interesting year in lots of different respects. And so some cool stuff that you can do there, and I'm excited to see how the community tackles it. What do we have after Web3?
Yes, and I just dropped the link to sign up for Web3 if you have not yet. After that, we are going to be running into Open Source Week. So we are going to be partnering with Hacktoberfest, which I know many of y'all heard at our season launch keynote last month, but I am incredibly excited for this Global Hack Week. We're going to be doing a ton of cool stuff with maintainers. We're going to make contributions to open source projects. If you have never contributed to an open source project and you've always wanted to, this is the perfect way to jump in. So I am also going to drop the link to sign up for that. Go ahead and sign up now if you know you want to join us for it, so we can keep you in the loop.
And since we're not doing a Q&A, I do want to just quickly. Yes, there are recordings available. If you go to our YouTube page, they're available for basically forever. And if you go to our Twitch page, I think it's like 60 days or 30 days is how long the VODs stay up. But you absolutely can go see those. And then we're going to answer questions about swag in just a few slides here. So just hang tight.
Yes.
Right.
And what is the Global Hack Week that we announced today?
It is our career week. I actually fully agree with Mary. I think this is a really cool topic. I feel like we were really focused on like tech topics and like we were like, oh, like a specific technology. And I think this is a really fun kind of angle on something that our community cares deeply about. I know how many people are, trying to get into the MLH Fellowship and trying to find internships and part-time jobs and things like that. And very excited about Career Week and all the stuff that we can produce from that. I think in particular, I really want to run like a whiteboarding workshop or something like that. That's been a long-standing thing I've wanted to do for MLH, and so I'd love to finally get that whiteboarding mini event off the ground. Maybe we'll try it out at Career Week or something like that. I'm very excited for this one.
Fun. Yeah, this one's going to be awesome. Definitely going to bring some hackers on to talk about their careers. So many cool things that we're going to bring to y'all in November. So get ready.
I can't believe we're talking about the November one already. Next month when we do this, we're going to be announcing the December one, and then it'll be a full year of a Global Hack Week every month, which is wild.
Yeah, absolutely wild. I know it always feels really, far away when we announce the next one, the 3-month out one at our closing ceremonies, and then it's always here before I know it.
It sneaks up on you every time. Mary posted those links in chat, but again, you can find all of them on our website. If you go to ghw.mlh.io, that's where you're going to find all the links to register for all those upcoming events there. In addition to that, we have more hackathons available for you. If you're looking to go to a hackathon any given weekend of the year, we've got in-person events for the upcoming semester. We have digital events every weekend, and you can find all of those on mlh.io/events. That's going to be our season calendar for our 2024 season, which is the 2024 academic year. So very excited about all the events there, and lots of good in-person hackathons too, which I know lots of people are excited about. We've already had some questions about swag, so we'll go ahead and address those here. As a reminder, you earned Basic Swag, which is a letter that has stickers and a postcard in it, by registering for Global Hack Week and submitting an address. Very simple. That's all you needed to do to earn your swag. Give us an address to ship it to, and make sure you sign up for the event. If you've done these two things, you're going to get a swag confirmation from us either today or a little bit later in the week. Today?
Yes, you already got one today, and then you do have until the end of the day, though, today to do these things. And tomorrow will be kind of the final cutoff. Make sure you've done both of these.
Perfect. If you're looking to get that bonus swag that we often talk about, this is some extra stickers that are themed very specifically for this event. All you needed to do is check into 5 live events over the course of the week. If you didn't qualify for this time, don't worry, you can earn it at our next Global Hack Week. We'll have awesome stickers for you there. And finally, we do have some thank yous to do here, as always. Mary, do you mind if I turn it over to you to get your sip? Yeah. Take your break. Take a break. Get ready. Mm-hmm. Got to channel the right energy here.
Alrighty, we've got a ton of awesome people to thank. The first ones up are Stephen, Alina, and Isabel. These 3 folks did a ton throughout the week. Stephen actually jumped in to cover a last-minute stream. Huge shout out to him. Alina and Isabel also did some really awesome streams throughout the week. So thank you to the 3 of them for coming back and hosting some awesome workshops for y'all. Next up, we've got Wei, Ritvi, and Shreyasi. These 3 also all did technical streams throughout the week. I know we already called out Wei's, but Ritvi did some streams towards the beginning of the week, and Shreyasi covered a couple at the end. So a huge thank you to these 3 MLHers as well. Next up, we've got Dikshita, UT, and Alberto. Dikshita covered a bunch of our Today in Global Hack Week streams, telling y'all what was going on throughout the next day and giving you those daily recaps. UT, of course, did that entire API track in, I think, under 2 days over this weekend. Really, really impressive to see. And then Alberto did the technical streams for y'all earlier in the week, teaching you how to get some databases up and spinning.
Got some nice messages in chat if you want to take a break for a second.
I love it.
Shout out to both these folks. And then to give Mary a little bit more breathing time here. We did actually do official MLH masks kind of at the peak of the pandemic, but we're not doing them as swag currently. So unfortunately, no further chance to get those, but you might still see them out in the wild.
Yes. Next up, thank yous to Vinayak, Abdullah, and Will. Vinayak did, again, several of our Today in Global Hack Week streams to keep y'all informed. Abdullah did some of those as well and did technical streams in addition to them. And then Will, of course, did our machine learning track. So huge shout out to all 3 of them. Yes, Will's cartoon is so fun.
It always makes me want to do the pose. Like I'm always ready for it. Every time
it's so good.
I'm a sucker for it.
And next up, we've got Nadir, Nufal, and David. These 3, again, all did multiple technical streams, multiple part technical streams, which I know takes a ton of work getting ready for those and then, giving them throughout the week. So a huge thank you to them for such awesome content. We're getting some shout outs. We love it. Alrighty, and then 2 more people I want to make sure get a big thank you. Rosendo, I know he already has many fans in chat, but if you don't know Rosendo, he works with our partners to make sure we can bring events like this to the community completely for free. So huge shout out to him. He does so much work behind the scenes that y'all don't see that really make these events happen. And last but not least, we want to give a huge thank you to Siddharth. Again, I know he's got a ton of fans in chat, but Siddharth really makes sure that these events run on the back end. So not only, did many of you interact with him over in the support tickets, but he's also, spins up a ton of the challenges that we put on and the dev post pages and tons of stuff. So thank you to all of those folks for making this event happen.
I really like this title for Rosendo. We're going to make that his official title. I'm here for it.
I love it.
Not guerrilla marketing, guerrilla marketing.
Guerrilla.
Which, I'm here. As we mentioned before, and kind of just to close this up here, if you do have questions, now's your chance to get them in, I'll say as well. We'll hang out for a few minutes here. But if you are looking for a hackathon or looking for something else to do with Major League Hacking, we've got exciting stuff happening literally every weekend. Make sure to check out mlh.io/events. If you're interested in our fellowship program, you can check that out at fellowship.mlh.io. I'm sure the folks here know all these links, but as a friendly reminder, tons of good stuff happening and definitely worth your time to check out. We'll hang out for maybe 1 minute here and just make sure there's no last minute questions. But on my end, thank you all so much for joining us for Data Week. Mary, did you have any kind of closing thoughts or anything you wanted to share?
Just a thank you for closing us. Thank you for joining us for Data Week. And we will see you all next month at Web3 Week. If y'all have any last minute questions, though, we can take them real quick. But if not, we will see you in just a few weeks for Web3 Week.
It does not look... Somebody asking me a Gundam question, I'm gonna plead the fifth here. I don't have a favorite, definitely not. I've never once enjoyed an anime or a Gundam show. It doesn't sound like me.
It doesn't sound like me at all.
All right, you all rock. Thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you next time. If you have other questions, reach out in Discord or over email. We're happy to help you out there. And we'll catch you next time. Adios,
Happy
everyone.
hacking, everybody.